All right, let's just forget about all the latest social media hacks for a second, okay? Forget the shiny new tools. Today, we're going to go a little deeper. We're talking about the one mental shift, the one thing that separates creators who are just constantly burning out from entrepreneurs who actually build lasting freedom. You see, this change in mindset, it's the real key. It's what unlocks your true earning potential.
So let me ask you a question, and be honest. Does your day feel like this? Constant, frantic race to create the next piece of content. You know, like you're just stuck on a treadmill, endlessly chasing the algorithm, fighting tooth and nail for just a few seconds of attention? Yeah. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you know exactly where that road leads. Burnout.
Yeah, that feeling, that's exactly what I call the creator's treadmill. It is that daily struggle for relevance, right? Where your income is literally tied directly to how much you can churn out. But, and this is the good news, once we really get how this treadmill works, we can finally find the off-ramp for good.
Okay, so how do we actually get off that treadmill? Well, it all starts by understanding a really crucial choice you have to make. It's a choice between two incredibly powerful mindsets. And look, these aren't just, slightly different strategies. No, these are paths that lead to two completely, totally different futures.
And this really breaks it down perfectly. I mean, just look. On the left, you've got the creator mindset. It's totally reactive. You're waking up every single day asking, what can I make today? It's all about renting attention. And we already know where that leads, straight to burnout. But now look over to the right. The digital entrepreneur asks a completely different question. It's not, what can I make today? It's, what can I build once that creates value forever? You see the difference? This is all about building assets. And that is the path to real freedom.
And this right here, this is the core belief that really powers this whole shift. And it's something we're all guilty of, right? We all underestimate what we know just because it feels easy to us. But here's the crucial point, and I really want you to hear this. Your experience, that system you figured out, that skill you have, it is a massive shortcut for someone else. You're not just selling them a product, you're literally selling them back their time.
Okay, so this brings us to the engine that drives this entire digital entrepreneur mindset. It's the one big concept that completely separates trading your time for money from building true, scalable income. And that concept is leverage. So, what even is leverage? Well, think of it like this. It's the force that multiplies your effort. See, when you're working a normal service job or you're creating daily content, your income is literally chained to your time. You stop working, the money stops. Period. Leverage, it completely shatters that link. It's all about building an asset that works for you 24/7, even while you're sleeping. Okay, let's make this real. Here's what that looks like in action. Just imagine, you spend a few hours, maybe one afternoon, creating a really useful Notion template. Or, a simple checklist that solves a specific problem. That one single burst of effort, it can become an asset that goes on to generate hundreds, maybe even thousands of sales over time, all with no extra hours required from you. See? That's leverage.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do we actually put it into practice, right? Let's get into the guiding principles that turn this whole mindset into actual successful digital products. This is where the theory becomes action.
So there are really 4 pillars that hold this entire mindset up. First, solve specific problems. A vague solution, it helps nobody. But a super sharp solution for a very specific pain point, that's incredibly valuable. Number 2, deliver results, not just information. Look, people are drowning in data. What they'll pay for is a clear path to a real transformation. Third, think in systems, not just posts. How can all your products connect to create a bigger, better ecosystem for your customer? And finally, the golden rule of all this. Build once, sell forever. You've got to create assets that can work for you long after you finish the initial work.
I really want to double-click on this one for a second. It's so important. People are absolutely drowning in information. What they desperately want, what they crave, is transformation. They don't want some overwhelming 50-page guide. Honestly, a simple one-page checklist that actually helps them achieve a specific outcome is infinitely more valuable.
So after all of this, what's the single most valuable asset you actually get? And I'll give you a hint. It's not a tool, it's not a platform, it's not even your first successful product. No, it's something way more powerful and way more permanent.
I mean, just think about it. The tools we use, they change every few months. Social media platforms, they come and go. They can vanish into thin air. But your ability to see problems, to create value, and to build systems, that mindset, it never becomes obsolete. It is a truly future-proof skill that lets you adapt and thrive, no matter what new technology comes along next.
So when you think about this digital product mindset, just remember this simple formula. It's all about using leverage to build systems that deliver a real transformation. That's it. It's the art of building something valuable just one time so it can go on to sell forever.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question, and I want you to take a moment and really think about it. What problem have you already solved? What solution, what shortcut do you already have right now? Because the answer to that question, well, it isn't just some random idea. It's your very first step to building a brand new future as a digital entrepreneur.